We have completed configuration preset and function intro in earlier episodes. We will proceed with setting walkthrough. Now, we are at the function panel of main setting page. The software supports 16 function wires. Each input wire stands for a scene setting for each light head on the light bar. We can name each wire to help identify its function. We can choose from the drop-down box to select the wire and click the Rename button to proceed. We continue to program lighthead for each wire. When we set the pattern action for the lighthead, there will be a blue note signifying its action on the light bar composition. As in previous configuration episode, we applied a template for this light bar. There is already action assigned to each lighthead. Still, we can modify the setting on the template basis. Now, we proceed to program lighthead action. First, select the lightheads for setting by clicking multiple lightheads or deselect or drag a group with Ctrl and Shift. Then, we can choose from the action option tabs. The none applicable will be gray out. We start from the top of the action tabs. When a lighthead is set to be not defined, it means it will follow command of any other wire setting, and there will be no pattern code shown beside the lighthead. If the action is set to be off mode, only setting with higher precedence than current wire can activate the lighthead. Otherwise, it will remain off. The next tab, TD/AL/GATSO, is only applicable on designated takedown, alley, or GATSO lighthead. After selecting these lightheads, we can decide if we want them to be steady burn and remain its brightness regardless of auto-dim setting. In Lighthead Pattern, we can select lightheads and assign the flash pattern from the drop-down box. In this scenario, we select the blue/white lightheads and select Flash Pattern SSAE. The notes beside the applied lightheads change accordingly. If we want the lightheads to flash in sequence, we can utilize the phase function. Click to select a phase order from 1 to 8. Each phase adds 1/8 activation time to the action. If we want to have the left and right lightheads to flash alternately, we can set left or right half of the light bar to be phase 1 and the other half to phase 5. To stagger the timing of the same phasing, we can set delay time by dragging the slider. Bar Pattern provides a list of preset complex pattern applied on the whole light bar. Click Classic or Pulsing and select the Flash Pattern. This saves time from setting flash pattern of each lighthead one by one. Please be aware that when selecting the bar pattern, previously programmed lighthead flash patterns will be overwritten. To set Traffic Advisor, first we need to select at least 6 lightheads to be applied. Click Traffic Advisor tab, choose the arrow direction, pattern, and speed to complete the setting. Besides action, there is also color to be set. In Color tab, there are color options for selected lighthead and non-applicable will be gray out. The color number is identified by its orientation to the light bar. The color 1 is closer to the front or left to the light bar. If the lighthead is dual color, we can choose to flash in single color or dual color in sequence. We can click on the button to decide which color go first, and the note will change to show the color setting. There is an advanced setting in addition to action and color. In Advanced option, we set lighthead off time to stay on to strengthen the warning effect. There are 2 ways. One is to flash a different pattern in pattern off time. The other is to show steady light. In the first method, we click the pattern stacking box. When the wire A and another wire B in lower precedence are co-activated, the off time of wire A will be replaced with the flash pattern of wire B. We can set the second method on the right. The off time of wire A will be replaced with steady light. We can set the desired power level and color. Please aware that these 2 pattern stacking setting is not compliant with ECE or SAE regulations. In Light Sensor panel, we set activating condition for auto dimming function. The options on the left stand for activation/deactivation based on different ambient light. For first option, when ambient light is lower than 572 lux, the auto dimming will be triggered. When the ambient light exceeds 984 lux, the auto dimming is clear. To prevent from unintended trigger, we can set the duration time for the condition. The auto dimming function will be trigger when the left button condition sustains for the duration time. In dim value panel, we can set the dimming value for each function wire. The wires are ranked in precedence, so we have better view which prevails when they are co-activated. On the right, we can define 4 different dim values by power level percentage. Then, on the left, we select the dimming level from high-low setting drop-down box for each wire. In Precedence panel, we decide the precedence for each function wire. When more than one wires are activated, the wire with higher precedence decides the action of the lighthead. We can change the precedence of each wire by clicking on the specific wire and click up and down arrow on the right. In the output panel, there are 2 output settings. On the left, you can enable signal output for assigned wire to activate connected light modules or beacons. Click the function wire that will co-activate signal output. When the wire is on, 20 mA signal is sent to activate connected device. On the right, we can set the signal output to the controller panel when front or left lightheads are on. We select rear or front lightheads of the light bar to reflect on the light indicator on the controller panel so the user may identify the light bar running status within the cabin. In Preview panel, we preview the wire function in motion to check if previous setting meets expected result. We can scroll down the list and click on for multiple wires to test for visual effect in various scenarios. We have completed the function walkthrough of the Lightbar software. Thank you.